Hey, my name is Jedith. This video is an updated raid build guide for Havoc Demon Hunter in patch 10.1. Havoc is a ton of fun to play and can feel really rewarding when you press the right buttons at the right time. There have been some changes since my last video and the meta has shifted. This build is actually much easier to play and allows you to focus on more important things. We'll be going over talents, gearing, opener, and general rotation, so you'll have all the information you need to get things up and running on your Havoc Demon Hunter. All of the info will be neatly organized on a visual cheat sheet which can be found in my Discord, along with cheat sheets for various other builds if you're feeling adventurous. A link to my Discord will be in the description of this video. Speaking of adventure, let's do a little word association. I say the word mobile. What's the first thing that comes to your head? How about RPG? Okay, not what I would have gone with, but sure. Here's a tough one. Raid? Did you say Shadow Legends? Well, so did I. Let's talk about this amazing mobile collection RPG. Here are my personal top 3 badass looking champions. This is a bear wearing armor. I think I've seen a movie like this. This one looks like my grandpa, and my grandpa was badass. And this, I mean, come on. No words needed. Raid Call of the Arbiter, their new miniseries, is in full swing, and to celebrate, Raid's adding some of these new champions from the show as champions in the game. The first one is Artak, and you can get him literally for free. All you have to do is log into Raid for 7 days between now and July 24th. With all of this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, if you haven't played this game yet, I'm telling you, you have to try it. Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to get some thick bonuses. You can get an epic champion, Drake, no, not that Drake, this Drake from the Lizardman faction, and other useful things like energy refills, skill tomes, and XP boosters. Once you're in and crushing your enemies, come find me under the name Jedith, and if you're fast enough, you can join my clan. So go hit my link in the description to start playing for free. Oh yeah, back to that build guide. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at the talents. In the last raid build guide I made for Havoc Demon Hunter, we were playing a build that used the talent Serrated Glaive, meaning you'd be using Throw Glaive before I-beams to increase your damage. While that build did technically sim the highest, it was only by a little bit. It was easy to mess up and ultimately just not worth the effort. In this new build, we're ditching Serrated Glaive and Relentless Onslaught to pick up Restless Hunter towards the bottom and 2 points into Blind Fury. We're essentially getting the same amount of extra I-beam damage and gaining a Fury generator from Blind Fury, all while removing the need to cram Throw Glaive into your rotation. We are losing a bit of Annihilation damage because Serrated Glaive was also buffing it by 20%, and Relentless Onslaught was contributing, I guess. But we're able to grab Restless Hunter, which is a decent compromise, and allows you to do some pretty hefty death sweeps in your opener, which is a lot of fun. It doesn't fully make up for all the lost damage, but frankly, it's just easier to play and you're probably going to do more damage anyways. All the other talents are the same. We're still taking Essence Break, of course. If you need a refresher on how that whole thing works, I'll put a link to one of my other videos at the end of this video. We're still taking Momentum, sorry, not sorry, still taking Isolated Prey, and still taking Fodder to the Flame. Really, the only major difference is removing Serrated Glaive, so there's not really any adjustments for you to make. Gearing is simple. Sim yourself. Alright, let's move on to the opener. Just kidding. You want to be gearing crit haste for most of your items. You'll also want to use every tier slot minus the legs to get your 4-piece set bonus. The legs are the worst stats of the bunch. When it comes to crafted items, first and foremost, you'll want the Toxic Thorn foot wraps. These are a must. Now, to make these boots really shine, you'll need a Toxified armor patch on another piece of crafted leather gear. Most likely your pants, because we're not using tier in that slot. This counts as your second embellishment and literally doubles the damage effect on the boots. Other than the boots and pants, you can consider crafting a neck piece, a ring, a belt, or even bracers. For weapons, you'll want to use 2 Krog tusks from the Underrot. Damn. No weapon. These are your best options for single target. Your 2 best trinkets are the Dragonfire Bomb Dispenser and the Elementium Pocket Anvil, both of which come from the new raid and should be fairly easy to get. Alright, actually moving on to the opener this time, this is pretty simple. Immolation Aura at 3 seconds, Sigil of Flame at 2 seconds. You're going to Fell Rush to generate Fury, this is from your Isolated Prey talent, and you also want to be consuming your Unbound Chaos Charge. You'll then I-beam to enter Demonic, Annihilation to use your Inner Demon proc, then you'll do the old Vengeful Retreat into Essence Break Spinneroonie, Death Sweep, Meta, Death Sweep, Annihilation to spend Inner Demon again, I-beam, and then the Hunt. You may have noticed that the hunt is used after the opener now. But hey, if you're a creature of habit like me and enjoy using the hunt on pull, you can still do that with very, very minimal impact. The actual rotation outside of your opener is actually super easy once you understand it. You do your Essence Break combo every 40 seconds. And again, if you're unclear on what that is, I'll put a link at the end of this video to a super easy guide made by yours truly that breaks it down step by step. Now, because we're playing the Cycle of Hatred talent, we'll be getting another cast of I-Beam to use in between Essence Break windows, assuming you're spending your Fury properly. If Essence Break is still more than 8 seconds away from being able to be used again, you'll want to go ahead and cast that I-Beam and then resync it with Essence Break when it's ready again. If Essence Break is less than 8 seconds away from ready, you'll probably want to hold that I-Beam for just a few seconds so you can have everything line up nicely. Now, some huge tips that you may not know when it comes to playing this build. Since we've taken the talent Isolated Prey, we can actually use Fel Rushes for our main source of Fury generation, simply by doing our best to keep momentum up. What this means is that you want to avoid pressing Fellblade as much as possible. You'll have more than enough Fury from Fel Rushing, and it frees up a global that you can use on Death Sweep or Annihilation. Secondly, do whatever you can to cast as many Death Sweeps and Annihilations as possible during Demonic. Doing things like Vengeful Retreating through the enemy's hitbox or at an angle so you're able to stay in melee range, or even staying close while you're dodging a mechanic can boost your DPS for a few reasons. 1, yeah, they do a lot of damage, so more uses equals more damage. Number 2, those abilities are reducing the cooldown of I-Beam through the talent Cycle of Hatred, which means you get to stay in Demonic longer, which also means more damage. With all of this information, you should be able and ready to blast, as much as Havoc can right now. Now, there's one more thing that you need to do. Underneath this video, there's a subscribe button you can click on and then select the all bell option. For some reason, even if you're already subscribed, YouTube won't always notify you when I post a new video. Come on, get it together, YouTube. Anyway, thank you very much for subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and here's the link to that Essence Break guide if you want to check it out. Just click the pretty picture on your screen. All right, peace.